This is Matt, and this is a video on how to find cheap train tickets in the UK, in the United Kingdom. So you might have heard of Trainline at trainline.com. Now, I've used 4 different train ticket services, 2 of which are actual train providers, actual train services. And I just want to show you what the best deals are currently. So the one I'm going for right here, so this video is being made, I should say, in early 2026. So this is current as to that date. Probably won't change too much in the future, but just thought I would say that. So I'm searching for, I often have to do this journey for business, Birmingham to London. So I'm not too fussed on London stations, and I like to go for New Street, as most of the trains to London go from New Street, or at least originate from New Street. So I've gone with New Street to London here. I've gone with any. You can select individual stations, of course. So again, we're on trainline.com for this one. Anyway, I've done this kind of fictional journey right here. So early March for a couple of days, and I've set the return now. I've just done one adult with no rail card. So obviously rail cards are going to change the game. If you do have a rail card, you'll be able to get things a lot cheaper in general. But what I've got right here, I just want to give you the price comparison across these 4 different services. So we're on Trainline here, and it instantly picks you the best. It sort of selects the cheapest for the range of times that you set anyway. You can go later and earlier. You can click if you want to change things here, but basically we have £26.09 for this particular day, for this particular time scale with Trainline. So that's £26. So I flick over here to Avanti. So this is avantiwestcoast.co.uk. I'll stick all of the URLs just below this video in the video description, so you can click on them and wind up right here. But Avanti West Coast, if you're not familiar, is an actual train provider. It's an actual train company. So basically you can buy direct rather than using trainline.com, which is like an intermediary, like a third party. You can go direct, and you can go with Avanti West Coast. So this is the first of the actual train manufacturers, sort of providers. So I'm going to show you. So Avanti West Coast. We've got set Birmingham New Street. I had to set an exact station here. I couldn't unfortunately do all stations. So it's come up with London Euston, which is the common one for coming in from Birmingham. And we have again the same dates, and I've got one adult and no rail cards or anything selected. So this is coming up as £28.50 for the best deal. So we've got £28.50 for Avanti West Coast. Now, next one I'll show you is another rail line. So this is Chiltern Railways. You can find them at chilternrailways.co.uk. So again, links will be in the description. And these have come back as £25, so a little bit better. So this is the cheapest thus far. We have £25 on the nose for one adult ticket. Again, the same dates and the same rough times. It's selected the best outward bound and return, just like the other ones do. They generally select the best, the cheapest at least, of the standard. Again, these are advance singles, which is a standard ticket type currently in the UK. So the best one I've found, last, we'll save the best for last. I have this one right here called Trainsplit. Now, I haven't heard of this site before, but I highly recommend this site. So it's kind of the point of making this video. This is the best one right here. So trainsplit.com. At least for this particular journey, for these particular days and rough times and stuff, for this journey from New Street to London, all stations, it's actually taken us to Paddington on this one, and then coming out from London Marylebone back into New Street, Birmingham New Street, for the return. So this one has found us £22.40, which is a full sort of £4 cheaper than the next cheapest, which I believe was Trainline. Although actually Chiltern was £25, thinking about it. So that's still a £2 something saving. So if you're looking to save, I mean, £2 if you're doing this journey a lot, and you're doing it sort of 10, 15 times a year or something, it obviously ends up being like a £30, £40 saving over time, depending on the journey that you're doing, of course. The point is, you can get quite good tickets these days for Birmingham to London. If you go into smaller stations, sort of less sort of trafficked destinations, I guess you could say, like if you're doing like, I don't know, like Bristol, I don't know, like a Birmingham to Bristol or like a Bristol to London or something, still major cities, but some of those tickets can be more expensive. But I feel like these days where people are complaining that they're spending like £300 and stuff to go to London, I feel like £22.40 for a return ticket in this day and age in 2026 is pretty darn good. So hopefully this video on finding cheap UK tickets has been useful for you. I've got all the links in the description. Trainsplit.com, at least for my money, for this particular journey, has been the best. There probably are bigger savings on Trainsplit.com than than other places. You know, certain journeys you might even get a better deal. It might be a bigger discrepancy. It might be like a £10 or £20 difference. I've heard about that before. Trainsplit.com, I think it's fairly new. I don't know the ins and outs of it. It says it's National Rail accredited. And so on and so forth. So it's a legit site. Anyway, it's recommended by ChatGPT, which is how I actually found out about Trainsplit. So yeah, highly recommend Trainsplit.com. It's not my site. I've got no kind of affiliate deal or anything like that. I just recommend you check this out and see if you can actually save some money here on your UK, on your British train tickets. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you have, drop this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this.